There's something about rainy days that feels grounding. The sound of droplets tapping in the trees, the earthy smell in the air, and the way everything feels refreshed. A little rain isn't an inconvenience. It's a gift, a reminder of how alive the world around us is. This morning, we decided to step outside anyway, because life out here isn't about waiting for perfect conditions. It's about embracing the moment, whatever that might bring. As we walk down our driveway, the sight of our flagpole always fills us with pride. It's a symbol of the freedoms we hold dear, the values we're raising our children with, and the gratitude we feel to live in a country that gives us the chance to chase our dream. We stop here not just as routine, but as a way to teach our kids respect and gratitude.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It's a moment to pause and to reflect on the blessings we have and the journey that brought us here. The Power Lines Trail is one of our favorite paths. It's a gateway to the back of our property, a reminder of how much land there is to explore and how much beauty is just waiting to be discovered. Pretty girl. As we walk, we slow our pace. You found it?
Yep. Alrighty.
Crossing over the wet weather creeks, one leap at a time.
Do you guys see any tadpoles?
Probably inside of there.
We take our time to reflect as the water rolls by, noticing all of the changing colors of autumn. They're so bright and vibrant amongst the gray day. We notice the little things, the sound of birds calling through the trees, and the smell of the fresh earth. It's moments like this that remind us why we moved out here in the first place.
There's a lot of birds right here, though. If you ever want to come and enjoy nature and see the birds singing and playing and frolicking and whatnot.
All day, every day.
That's the spot. Today's a little windy, so
I could do this every day.
They're not moving too much. But they're still moving. They're still out here.
I could do this every day.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's go on down to the pond.
Did you know that spending time in nature is proven to lower cortisol levels, which is the hormone responsible for stress? Just 20 minutes outside can reduce those levels significantly. Being in nature is good for your body, but it's just as good for your mind. It clears away the noise and lets you reconnect. with yourself, with the land, and with the people around you. Out here, there's always something to see if you just take the time to look. The birds dart and sing, the creeks flow steadily after the rain, and every step feels like a small adventure. It's easy to get caught up in the busyness of life, to focus on the next task, the next project, but slowing down to notice these details, to share them with our kids and with each other. This is what life is all about.
Oh yeah, it rose up quite a bit.
The pond is a special place for us. It's where adventure and quiet reflection meet. Today, Scarlett brought her new shark toy. Her excitement was contagious as she watched it glide across the water.
Mom, that ain't no great white shark, that's a whale shark.
It looks like a whale shark.
Abe really wanted to go floating out in our paddle boat, but the rain had filled it up quite a bit with some water, so Abe got to work on bailing it out.
Why are there socks in there?
And together, we cleaned it up. It's funny how even the simplest tasks, like bailing water, can become meaningful when you're doing them as a team. These little moments, these acts of togetherness, are the foundation of the bonds we're building out here.
Huh? That's being a gorilla. Wait, go get my book. Go get my notebook. Right there. My little pad. One drop. Thank you. Yay! You're childish.
Adjust your towel how you want it.
Do you want to sit on it?
It's fine. I don't care. You can adjust it and get it all majority for you. You're my,
Thank you, sir.
you're my princess. You ready?
I'm ready.
Listen up. Oh.
Out on the water, time seems to slow even more. The gentle motion of the boat, the sound of the paddle hitting the water, and the laughter of our kids. It's all a reminder of how much joy can be found in even the simplest of moments. Today, we even played a little cleanup crew, rescuing things that the storm had pushed into the pond. It's another lesson for our kids, to take care of the land, to leave it better than we found it, and to work together to keep it beautiful for the next adventure. This is why we chose this life, to raise our kids in a place where they can connect with nature, to grow as a family by sharing these experiences, and to remember that slowing down isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. The simple life isn't always about the work we do. It's about the moments we share, the memories we create, and the bonds we build along the way. This life is far from perfect. It's messy, it's challenging, and it's a constant balance of building and living. But days like today remind us that the balance is worth it. There's a special kind of peace that comes from spending time in nature. A sense of connection and renewal that's hard to put into words. But this is why we chose this life, not just to build a home or homestead, but to create moments like these, to teach our kids that life isn't measured by how much you accomplish, but by the memories you create and the love you share along the way. The builds will always be there, but these moments together, they're fleeting and they're precious. This is what reclaiming the simple life means to us. Finding the joy in every day, slowing down to breathe, and being fully present with the ones that we love. We're not just building a home, we're building memories. We're building a life together, one moment at a time. And for that, we're so grateful.
Today's video is sponsored by Incogni. You ever notice how you search for something like once, like maybe a donut recipe, and then all of a sudden, every website is throwing donut ads at you? Well, that's because your data gets scooped up by data brokers, companies that collect, store, and sell your personal information. They sell it to marketers and who knows who else. But this is where Incogni steps in. They're like a personal privacy bodyguard, tracking down these data brokers and telling them to delete your information. Incogni handles everything. They locate the companies, file the requests, and keep your information from floating around out there without you lifting a finger. Just imagine fewer creepy ads, fewer spam calls, and more peace of mind knowing that your data is secured. And you can track it all on your Incogni dashboard.
Incogni makes it easier than ever to see what's going on in real time with your data.
So if you're ready to take control of your privacy, give Incogni a try. We pinned a link down in the description below, as well as to the top of the comment section. We also have a special sales code. Make sure to use it at checkout for your special discount. Protecting your privacy is just a click away. Get started today.
The rain is coming down harder. I don't know how well you can hear us. Yeah, but long story short,
I don't think it's gonna work today, baby.
I don't know.
Let's go inside.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Well, you'll have that.
Holy moly.
Oh, yeah.
Long story short, David went over to the,
Sunrise Building Supply.
that's right, and he was getting some materials for him, and he asked us if we needed some materials for us, because he knows that we need that post so we can keep working on our roof. And we weren't looking, we were down playing in the woods, and all of a sudden we hear the dogs go, and we're like, is David here already? And lo and behold, not only was he here, but he unloaded all of our wood for us. And we were getting ready to go wander over to the pile and show you guys what we got and why. But as you guys saw, yeah. You guys want to go inside?
Sure.
Yeah, it's a little wet out here. Let's go inside, friends.
We were actually getting ready to start making some cookies and some brownies. We hit that midday lull, you know what I mean? Where obviously it's nasty outside. We've already been outside, kind of in it, and now we're hanging out inside. So now that David brought us the posts and stuff, we're able to get to work. Although there's gonna be, ooh, that light flickered.
That light did flicker.
The storm's coming.
Storms are coming.
I don't have that problem.
Yeah, the storms are coming, but hey, we're prepared. You see that? We're ready. We're waiting in the wing. We are waiting in the wing, just in case.
Just in case,
Yeah,
you know.
just in case. So it looks like tomorrow Gary's gonna spend his morning out in the blind and hopefully get that buck that he's been chasing around the property. And then thanks to David bringing over our lumber, so we didn't have to go and get it. That saves us a whole nother day of driving, right? We should be able to get working on the front mudroom.
You know,
I'm
we
super
should be able to
excited.
get that thing rocking and rolling. I want to get that thing roofed in, man.
Yeah.
And covered in to where we can actually get the dimensions of everything that we need to order.
Yeah.
And then, you know, get that order going.
He's talking about the roof, the
Mhm.
dimensions of everything that we need to order for the roof.
It's a lot.
Because we are that close, man, to doing the roofing. Like, we are so close to finally getting metal on top of this building. I can freaking taste it.
Yeah.
And then we don't have to worry about any of the weather, honestly. Like, everything else, yes, we will still need siding on the house, but to be honest with you, all the siding and even the roofing, the zip board system is such a high quality product. We've been allowing it to just deal with all the elements this entire time. And there's zero sogginess, mold, sagging, any of that. It's still just as good as it was the day that we put it up. And it's obviously been a while, guys, because things take time when you're building with cash, as you are learning each step along the way. So
Not only that, but we covered it. We covered all of it with the ice and water system.
yep.
So definitely protected it as much as we could, you know, and I might even throw some more ice and water down before.
He's like, I want to stick another layer on it, just in case.
Just in case.
And I'm very excited to finally get it finished and get it up there. But we do have a pretty crazy week's worth of work that we're going to have to do. But the next time that we get working out there, hopefully tomorrow after Gary gets, well, actually, I'm going to scratch that. Hopefully we don't do it tomorrow, because the only way that we're doing it tomorrow is if Gary doesn't get his buck. And he's been eyeballing this thing, and
Dude,
this
buck
guy's
has
been like
killing me,
teasing
man.
him, right?
I'm at that point where I'm like frustratedly irritated and just want to throw my hands up at a sense.
So like on the one hand, like I really want to get working on our
Son of a-
building. So like I'm hoping that we can start this tomorrow. But then on the other hand, I'm like, I really want Gary to get his buck. And if he gets his buck, then we're going to be busy with all the deer stuff. So it wouldn't work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll see. We're
That's
kind of
what's
playing it
out
by
there.
ear. Babies. It is a fabulously foggy morning out here on the 41.36, and the sun is just coming up beyond the trees, burning the fog away. But for now, everything is still very foggy, nice and cool. It's a beautiful morning out here, friends. Beautiful morning. Anyhow, yesterday was an amazing day. We ended up having some company yesterday. David with Come On Homesteading came by and spent a good portion of the day with us. It was a rainy day, so there wasn't a whole lot we could get done. But with David's trip out here to visit, it was a multi-purpose trip. Not only did he come out here to spend a good amount of time with us, but he also brought us a little something. And I wasn't able to show you guys because it was just straight up downpouring so bad. But I'm going to walk over here and show you guys today. And I got something in my pocket I'm going to show you guys too. Gary is out in the blind with Abraham, hunting the big one. Hopefully they get it. He's been chasing that buck around the property. So we'll see. This is what David brought us, guys. Ta-da! More lumber. And this is what we are going to use for our next post. When I say post, I'm talking about those big fat ones, which those ones are 6x6s. And what we're going to end up doing is cramming 5 of these together, and it's going to make us a nice thick beam. And that beam is actually going to go up from right here, going to go straight up. It's hard for you guys to see because I'm holding the camera, but it's going to go straight up right here. And then it's going to connect into the roofing. When the stairs are coming up, the stairs are going to go like this over to the little landing stoop. and that area will all be covered as well. We have all of the pieces for us to start building this puzzle, except for one, which no stores had it. They just don't have it, so we ended up having to buy it online, and it's this piece right here. You see that? That's a metal bracket, and we are having a heck of a time trying to find one in an 8x8. We did order the bracket piece, although the bracket piece, we're probably not going to get it until the end of this week, but that's okay. Gary and I want to go ahead and start building on this ASAP anyway. In fact, the thing in my pocket, I'm going to set you guys over here so I can be hands-free for a second and I can grab my coffee. All right, so Gary did draw up something, and we're going to be able to start working on this even without the bracket because... ta-da! So this is kind of like what the roof is going to look like, guys. So try to stay with me here. This part right here is the part that connects to the house with the eave that we have to cut out. There's like the little cutout pieces right there that we had to cut into the roof already. So as you guys can, and again, this part's going to get cut off, right? So there's like the actual back wall. So this piece cut off, out of the way. Here's the board that we have coming in right there and right there. We're going to build it out all the way to here, to the square part. And this is where that front wall is that Gary just cut out all the windows for. So we're going to build it all, have it all coming out this way. We're going to temporarily put the post up and just kind of have it secured with some 2x4 bracing, just kind of holding it in place because it's not going to be tacked down to the concrete slab yet. He's going to have to measure. It's about 1 inch, I believe, that it's going to be raised up from where it's at, so we will compensate for that for when we actually do get to put it in the bracket thing. But the weight distribution coming off of the top should make it to where it should be even enough. We got to do this long piece of board, this long piece of board, and then we can do like this top piece that comes up, and then the rafters all get built onto that and then dovetailed onto that. That's all I got for you guys. I'm not the best at explaining all of the actual like building stuff with the right terminology and the right words and everything, but I hope that you guys understand. But I'm very, very excited because I know that once Gary and I get working on this, it's not going to take us very long to finalize it. We could then put in the windows and we could then put in the door, and it will be dried in and secured. And initially, once we get all of the zip board up on the building, then we can take our final measurements and we can get our metal ordered for the top of the roof, which I can't wait, guys. I can't wait. I'm really excited to get this mudroom closed in too, because I mean, with all the rain that we've had, it's definitely pounding down on the floor, and you know what I mean? That can't be good. This board, this Advantech, is not necessarily waterproof. So, yeah. Anyways, that's our plan, friends, and it's been a really good last couple of days. I'm really happy that we got the lumber on site. When Gary and I were looking for the lumber, it was just honestly really, really hard. Every place was like weeks and weeks out, and then that's when Gary was like, okay, let's just think outside of the box here really quick, and let's just do something else. It's not something that hasn't been done before. It is common in construction. People build beams all day long, so it's not really that big of a thing, but at the same time, it's not what we were planning for. Oh man, the fog's moving. Let me get over here and give you guys a good view. It's pretty. Ooh, that's pretty. You see the fog moving now? It's come down from the mountain. It's coming through. It's so foggy still. You can see like the steam coming off of the shed. Yeah, no, today is going to be a wonderful day though. Whether we get back onto the building or whether we're processing a deer, it's going to be a very good day. And it's going to be another step in the right direction for us. Regardless of, you know, which direction that is today, it's still the right direction. I'm going to rock on out of here and get these guys their breakfast, make myself something, make the kids something, make sure the kids or the dogs and cats and everybody gets everything they need. And I'm going to officially start this day. So I love you guys. Hope you guys have a good one. Catch you on the next one. Later.